Hello, everyone, and welcome to the premiere episode of Terrain Builders, my ongoing feature about terrain building. Surprise! So, the first episode is actually going to be part one of three parts. We're going to be working on a large scale building. It's something like a centerpiece. So, let's get to the points of it. I'm going to be using foam board as the medium for construction. I'm going to use a hot glue gun to put everything together, using a hobby knife to cut. We're just going to I'll show the measurements throughout the video. There's some easy tips. This isn't going to be a long video. It's going to be relatively short, as this is the basic stuff, and it's really easy. Even if you've never done something like this before, it's easy to do. It doesn't take a lot of hard work. So I'm going to break it up into parts. Part one will be just showing everything. Part two, the measurements. Part three, cutting, so on. And we'll have it all done up. The second part, which I'll film later, will be exterior. Adding on trim or whatever to kind of give it that oomph on the outside, right? Something to flat is great if you just want to do the first part, get it done, get it on the table, painted, and then the third part will be painting it, where we'll give it some detail, dry brush, add some burn marks, explosions, stuff like that, to give it what it deserves if you're going to make it a centerpiece. So we'll get to it. And I hope you enjoy this, and we'll see you at the end.
Okay, so here I have everything ready that I'm going to need to build this centerpiece building. I've got my measuring utensil, got my knife, pen, the hot glue gun for later. I have the board here. So what I'm going to do first is measure out 4 8 by 12 or 12 by 8, however you want to say it, pieces. I'm also going to put the measurements in for windows, doors, and get everything prepped. Once that's done, I'll show you what I did, how I did it, and why. And then we'll get on to the next step. Alright, so now I've gotten the planning for it done. I'm going to have a front end here, the two side pieces, and I'm going to have the back piece there. That's actually going to be for just support. I haven't put anything there because most of it's going to be gone when the other walls are put up. You see I have a door here, a balcony, and I've got measurements there for where I'm actually going to put the balcony, the windows on the other sides and on top of the front facing there. So now I'm going to cut all these out, cut the windows out, and I'm actually going to put in some, I'm actually probably going to cut down the sides here and on the front there probably, just to give it that collapsed building look that I want to go for. But yeah, so I'm going to cut these out, and then we'll be back with the next part, which will be start putting the assembly together. The outer part here, and you can see down here, that's going to be the flooring, balcony, and the extra pieces I decide to put in. So we'll be back soon with the other part. So I now have all the windows cut out. I have the doorway and the balcony done. So these measurement lines, most of it is just to make sure my windows are all kind of the same place. The bottom of the two lines, you see, that's actually where the floor is going to go. So all these lines are going to be on the inside, so my floor's stuck where they need to be. Again, this piece here, the blank piece, is going to be the back of the building. And I'm actually going to carve that out once I've assembled everything. So that is the next step, is assembly. Alright, and we're going to get all the pieces together. We'll have it done up. I'll carve the back, put the floors in, and then we will get the balcony done as well. So we have some place for someone of importance to stand if necessary. And alright, we'll be back with the next part. So here we have the assembled walls. As you can see, I've got, there's the front there with the balcony up in the front. Turn around here. You can see the internal lines for the measurements of the floors there, where the floors are going to be. And also, again, as I said, the back wall, I've also added in the damage, so it looks like it's half collapsed in. Including the back wall, I've also, again, you can see, added the damage there. But I've also left it a little bit, as I said, just for stability, to keep things a bit more stable. And alright, so next will be the floors and the outside balcony, which will be right here, obviously. I've actually put 2 measuring dots there so I can have a place to kind of put the balcony. Alright, so we'll be back with the floors and the balcony assembled.
And here, everyone, we have the finished basic construction of the building. We have the 4 floors there, as you can see, including the ground floor. Windows everywhere that are all accessible for the most part. A nice balcony, good for, it's actually good size. You can put a heavy weapon, even a large monster up there if you wanted to. And yeah, there we go. So the next step would be add some aesthetics to the exterior of the building. There's going to be some pieces put along the areas where it was glued together to cover that up, both on the sides as well, and even the back and on the side we'll be adding some strips there to give it, you know, a little bit of a depth. So make sure when we're brushing it, we have something to put some detailing on. But yeah, so that's it for the first episode. Look for the next one later on this week. And until then, like, subscribe, everything's down below. Send emails, and send me your questions, concerns, comments, anything. And we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.